Magandang araw po at ngayon po ay August 8, 2022 Lunes. Mabuhay po kayo at welcome po sa The Stock Market Today. Ang ating balita ay tungkol sa ating paboritong stock, si Ayala Land, at ang earnings report ng ALLHC, SM at FB. Kung first time niyo po sa channel na ito, ako po si Benji Chodoro, isang retired bank officer na nagsimula mag-invest sa Philippine stock market noong 2007 at ginagawa ko po ito araw-araw. Nire-report ko rin po ang pinakahuling balita tungkol sa inyong paborito at pinaka-aktibong stocks. Kung gusto niyo po ng content, niimbitahan ko po kayong mag-subscribe sa ating channel, at kung meron po kayong stocks na gustong ipa-review, paki-comment sa comment box at aking ipa-prioritize. Hindi po ko financial advisor. Ang mga sinasabi ko po dito ay hindi po financial advice. Get well soon to my dear cousin Marie. We're praying for your quick recovery. At pinagpe-pray ka rin namin, Tito Sam. Huwag kayong alis dahil ibabahagi ko sa inyo ang ating financial headlines at ang resulta ng trading sa ating PSE ngayong araw, August 8, 2022, dito lamang sa The Stock Market Today. Okay, so let's go with our financial headlines. BDO Securities po ito. Inflation climbs to 6.4% in July, highest since October 2018. Paul says GDP growth likely eased in second quarter 2022. Forex buffer drops below $100 billion. So, mukhang sinusuportahan ng BSP ang ating US dollars. Nagbebenta siya. Maaari. Ali, first half 22 earnings jumps 34% year-on-year to 8.1 billion. Mamaya po tignan po natin si Ali at meron po tayong bagong study. MREIT second quarter 22 income hits 677 million. FB, ito po yung San Miguel Food and Beverage, allots 2.1 billion for new poultry farms. And government hikes RE installation targets, meaning RE renewable energy. Okay, so let's now go with our main news. Ito po ay tungkol sa Ayala Land. Ito po ay galing ng Philstar. Tingnan lang natin ang balita dito. Ayala Land cuts capital spending to 80 billion this year. Property developer Ayala Land, or ALI, is downscaling this year's 90 billion capital expenditure budget to 80 billion pesos as it postpones for next year the 10 billion allotted for land acquisition. We did announce previously 90 billion, but we are now looking at 80 billion. The 10 billion is basically for land acquisition, which we will be deferring into next year. Ali Chief Finance Officer and Treasurer Augusto Cesar D. Bengson said during the company's first half media briefing on Friday. He said that the deferral was because there is still conditions that needed to be fulfilled by landowners in their negotiations with Ali. We don't need to rush it. We think next year we'll be able to come up into terms with the landowners, Mr. Bengson added. And I think inflation is playing a role also here. In a press release on Friday, Ali said its first half capital spending reached 30.2 billion, which is 54%, was used on residential projects, 15% on land acquisition, 15% on estate development, and 6% on other items. For the second half, Mr. Bengson said that there will be an acceleration in spending on mixed-use developments. Ali is also set to launch 2 master planned estates within the second half of this year to increase its presence in strategic growth areas. So, tingnan natin sandali yung article ni Ali dito, no? And ito po yung pinaka-earnings niya from BDO Securities. Ali booked a second quarter 22 attributable net income of 4.9 billion, bringing the first half 22 earnings tally to 8.1 billion. For the 6 months period, total revenues grew 9% year-on-year to 53.3 billion as property development revenues were steady year-on-year at 34.1 billion, with strong commercial lot sales offsetting softer residential revenues. Mall revenues doubled year-on-year to 6.9 billion due to more relaxed quarantine restrictions. And 3. Office leasing rose 12% year-on-year to 5.4 billion with incremental contributions from new offices. And 4. Hotels and resorts rose 91% year-on-year with the resurgence of domestic tourism. So yan po ang ating pinaka main news on Ali. So meron po siyang earnings plus a reduction on their capital spending, ano? And mamaya tingnan po natin ang Ali, no? Actually, pwede na natin tingnan ngayon. Ito, no? Yung rating ni BDOSEC is keep buy following inline results. So, ang buy rating niya was translated to 38 pesos, a decline from the previous 42. So, based on a closing price of 29 or 25.90, meron siyang implied upside of 46.7%. So, yan po si Ali. So, maganda pong bumili, no? At mamaya tingnan po natin siya. The next stock is SM Investments. Retail remains a bright spot. First half profits in line with economic recovery gains function. Target price is 1,090 and there was a slight decline in the target price. Previously nasa 1,160. With a closing price of 780, there's an implied upside of 39.7%. The third is San Miguel Food and Beverage Inc., which has a maintained buy. Results beat on volume recovery. So the target price is 80 pesos from a original target price of 85. Closing price of 45.95 previously on August 5 on an implied upside of 74.1%. So yan po, no? So maganda pong bumili ngayon dahil mabababa po ang ating stocks. Okay, so before we get to our index, meron pong ilang comments po dito. Marcelo Villaruel, Sir, how much po ang price ng stocks now? Napaka-broad naman ang question natin, Marcelo, no? Can you be more specific? Dahil marami pong stocks. Pero kung pag-uusapan po natin ng ating index, ay mukhang nagre-recover na po ang ating index. But if you can be more specific on which stocks are you referring to? Gilbert Travis Sun, subscribe. Salamat po. Marami po salamat. And then we have here additional, ano? Hello po. New stock investor here. Pwede pong pa-discuss sa inyong channel ang ALLHC stock. God bless sa inyong channel. Si Donald Avila. Okay. So, tingnan po natin yan, ano? Si ALLHC. Sir, good evening. I'm always watching your news sa PSE. Ask ko lang, sir, saan makikita ang target price ng mga company sa index? Salamat po, God bless. Ito po'y resulta ng study ng mga brokerage firms on the fundamentals, ano? Fundamental analysis po ang tawag dito. Sa example po itong Ayala Land. They arrive at the target price because they computed that based on sa financial statements. So, meron silang techniques na ginagamit dyan, like discounted cash flows or sum of the parts. Pero medyo ano na po yun, advanced level. Kailangan medyo meron kayong nalalaman sa financial ratios at kung paano computein yan. Ano? And usually, yung gumagawa po niyan, mga certified financial consultants. Exam po yan na tinitake para maging financial consultant ka. Pero, ano lang po yan, ano? Napapag-aralan po yan. At this point, imbis na akong gumawa niyan, bakit ko i-reinvent ang wheel? Nandito na siya, di ba? At kino-compute na po nila. At mas mahusay po sila dyan. So yan po, dyan po kinukuha. So kung meron po kayong local brokerage, nagbibigay po sila ng updates niyan, no? Hindi po pare-pareho. Ito po galing po ng BDO Securities. Kung taga-call po kayo, or ang brokerage nyo ay Call Financials, meron din silang sarili. AAA, Metro Securities, meron din po silang pinapalabas na ganyan. But what I have here is BDO Securities. Ito po yung binibigay nila sa mga kliyente nila. Okay po. Sana po ay sagutan ko po ang inyong katanungan. Ang financial or fundamental analysis, mas mahirap gawin kaysa sa technical analysis. Yan po ang ginagawa ng fundamental analysis. Pine-predict nila yung price based po dun sa financial statements. Okay, so yan po, no? So, tingnan na po natin. So, salamat po Donald Avila at Ian Jetro Cabrera. Siya yung nagtanong tungkol po dun sa target price ng company sa PSE. At hindi lamang po index stocks yan, no? Meron pong iba like VLL and SEC. Yung mga hindi naman index stocks pero fini-feature po nila, no? So example po ay ito, no? Yan, ASEN, AREIT, mga iba dito, MREIT, hindi naman index stock ang MREIT eh. Pero fini-feature po nila dahil ang tingin nila yan ay magandang stock. Macro Asia, yan. May mga studies po sila dyan and they have analysts to do those studies. Okay, so tingnan natin ang PSE Index. Ang PSE Index ay tumaas, 28.74 points up, nasa 6434.24. Last Friday, nasa 6405.50, no? At kung makikita nyo ay yung blue parallel channel na ito ay pababa. Pero from this point, June 27 up to today, ay may nakikita po tayong pataas na movement. And that is because yung ating mga indicators, yung 20-day at 50-day exponential moving average, nasa ilalim na po ng candlestick. Ang ibig sabihin po niyan, maaring nagbabago na yung trend in the short and medium term. Yung blue line po ay ang 50-day exponential moving average at yung orange line ay ang 20-day exponential moving average. So yan po yun. Ang isa na lang average na nasa ibabaw pa, meaning looking bearish pa rin, ay yung 100-day exponential moving average. Yan po yung black line. So yung RSI po niya nasa 56, meaning nasa above the midpoint, rising na po yung ating relative strength index. Okay, so tingnan po natin si Raquel Robrigado. Thanks po. Maraming po salamat. So, gawin po natin si ALLHC, si ALI, si SM, si FB. Tapos, gawin natin si SCC at saka si SECB. Yan. So, gawin natin si ALLHC, ALI, FB, SM, SCC, and SECB. So, nakalimutan natin to, no? Market activity, 55 po ang bumaba, 130 nang umakyat, 55 po ang hindi nagbago. Yung all share index po ay 0.49% ang taas. Yung financials, holding companies, industrials, at services ay umakyat, while yung ating minings at properties ay bumaba. So, ang top or most active stock ngayon ay SCC na ating re-reviewin kasama si SECB, no? So reviewin natin po si ALLHC, ALI, SM, FB, SCC at SECB. So let's start now with SECB, sorry, ALLHC. Yan. ALLHC ay, naku, bumaba siya. Actually, green candlestick pero bumaba po siya. And right now, mukhang nagta-turn bullish po si ALLHC dahil kung gagawa po tayo ng parallel channel, yan po siya. Yan po si ALLHC. Oh. Hanggang dyan, ano? Pero, somehow, pagdating po dito, ay nagkaroon ng pagbabago, no? Yan. Pagganyan siya. So, nagkaroon ng turnaround po dito, mukha lang po, no? Dahil yung short-term indicator nasa ilalim, eh. Pero maganda po dahil pababa po yung stock, eh. And right now ay moving sideways po siya. And kung ma-maintain po ang upper movement po niya ay maaring magkaroon na po ng recovery, no? Kasi right now, the challenge is umakyat pa siya na mas mataas kaysa sa 50-day exponential moving average. Yun po yung challenge dyan. Yung RSI po nasa 51 na. So, paakyat na po siya. Meantime, gawin natin yung SNR ng Investograms. Hindi, gawin na lang natin manually. Ang ating resistance level po ito, no? Yan, nasa 344 po ang resistance level ni ALLHC. Samantalang yung supporta niya ay nandito sa 289. Yan. So, maaring nagbago na ang trend. Kung magdedire-diretso po itong pataas, maaring at tumaas pa siya mas mataas kesa dun sa 50-day moving average, ay maaring nagbago na siya on the short and medium term, si ALLHC. Pero maganda pong stock yan. Hindi po nagbibigay ng dividendo to. I have this for capital appreciation. Okay po? Next naman si Ali. Wala po ako nito pero balak ko pong bumili. Yan. It's turning bullish pero red candlestick niya 25.20. Ang 52-week high niya ay nasa 39.80. So just imagine ang upside, ano? Pero silipin po natin yung upside, ano, yung study. For Ayala Land, it's 38 pesos or a 46.7% upside. So, ang kanyang, so just the same, ano, ang kanyang support nandito po sa area to. Nasa 23.35 and the resistance nandito po sa 27.17. Support and resistance, hindi po siya exact points but these are areas. So maganda pong bumili ng Ali dahil, well, bukod sa fundamentals ay mababa po yung stock. So from the target price of 42, bumaba po siya to 38 but it's a 46 or 47% upside pa. Next, we have SM. Ito rin ay isang magandang stock, ano? Yan, pababa si SM. Ang 52-week low niya is 738. And yung target price niya, tingnan natin si SM, 1,090, no? Or a 39.7% upside. Magandang bumili. Napakababa ng stock. Meantime, mag-draw nga tayo ng parallel channel. So, kung i-draw natin yan, yung ating MA100 is acting as our support, resistance rather. No? Resistance po yung MA100. So, ang pinaka-resistance po natin is MA100. Nasa 833.70 more or less. And the support is at 826, just below the 50-day exponential moving average. So nasa 730 more or less yung pinaka-support area at pababa po siya. Pababa po si SM. So antayin lang po natin na mag-stabilize, ano? Maaring pagdating ng support level, pwede na po tayong bumili on that, ano? At yung pinaka-horizontal support natin, nandito po sa 759 o 760. So, maaring dyan po or maaring ma-breach pa dito sa 724. Next, FB. FB ay mukhang merong recovery siya dito, although red candlestick po ito, no? The Dragonfly Doji, pero mukhang merong recovery po siya. Meron po siyang dividendo. Slipin lang natin yung dividends niya. 40 centavos and 66 centavos all in all. Ex-date is August 15 and payment date is September 2. So 66 over 46. Maliit lang, 1.43% lang yung dividend yield. Not much. Pero ang fundamentals po niya, FB, San Miguel Food and Beverage, 80 pesos, 74.1%. So ang pinaka-support po nandito sa 42.84, resistance, the nearest is 50.76. And then SCC, umabot na siya sa pinakamataas niya. Yan, sa Merara Mining. So, umaakyat po siya. Ang pinaka-resistance o support po follows the blue line. Ano? Yan po ang pinaka-support natin. Nasa 37.29. Yan po yung pinaka-resistance, support rather. And the support is at 42.78 following the parallel channel. SEC po yung umaakyat. Pero nagkaroon po siya ng red candlestick po dito. Again, the SM Investments Corporation, SCC, Semirara Mining, 44, na-reach na niya yung kanyang fundamental price. Nasa 44 pesos nasa 39.50. So, mga 7 to 8% na lang po yan. Pero, based on technical, sa paakyat pa po siya. Then, finally, we have SECB. Mukhang SECB, ay, bumaba si SECB. And I see a support here, no? Sa level na ito, 81.76. And the resistance at this level, at 92.54. So, it's moving downwards. Na-reach po niya yung kanyang oversold level at 28 dito nung August 3. Pero, rising na po yung RSI niya, pero bearish pa rin po si SECB, nasa 83.40. Fundamentally, sa Security Bank, may buy rating po siya. Target price is 132 or a 61% upside. Yan po ang ating report sa stock market ika-8 ng Agosto 2022. Ito po si Benji Chidoro. Nagpapaalala, investment in knowledge pays the best interest. Maraming salamat sa inyong pagsubaybay at hanggang sa muli. Stay safe, God bless, and bye for now.